Hello, this is my 810 gallon tank and features my Pufferman. It's a tetraodon maboot. Bought him in 1997 from Pets Plus in Lockport, New York. Fred and John Kick, the brothers, own the store. It's quite small when I got him. It's about 2 inches long. He's in a tank that's 96 inches long, 36 inches deep, and 54 inches wide. It's got a Fluval FX5 filter running on it, and a couple of air pumps. One of the big ones isn't on right now. It's very powerful. If I put it on, it severely puts a lot of little bubbles in the water, so it's not quite as clear. As you can see, a lot of African cichlids in with them. There is one non-African cichlid in the tank, and a couple of small bristlenose placos. Everything else is African. So see if you can identify the non-African cichlid. It's one of my favorites. It's not particularly big fish. It's about 5 or 6 inches long. The puffer's estimated around 18 inches by friends. One of them did measure with a ruler. That's total length, of course. The ruler was just applied to the tank. That's what he said it was, and so I've sort of gone along with that. You can see the wide variety of cichlids in the tank. Most of them I bought as juveniles. Most came in at about 1 inch. There's a couple of exceptions. We got a few Libidochromis philobordis given to me at about 2.5, 3 inches. And one of my friends gave me a Super VC10 Placidochromis melomo, which was bigger, and I'm just guessing it's probably about 6 inches when I got it. I don't see it in the picture right now, but often it hides at the back of the tank. The tank is 54 inches front to back, so there's a lot of areas back there where they can actually have a territory. You see the non-African yet? The fish in the tank include Tremidochromis intermedius, Pseudotropheus ACI, the yellowtail, the Phosphorochromis rostratus. They're the larger ones. There's 3 in there. I got those very small about a year ago at an auction, around 1 inch. And you can see the female just to the left there, coming out of the picture, top left. The males are the larger fish in the tank. I'm zooming in a little closer now, so now you can see a lot more of the fish. There's quite a few Lanochromis in the tank. Stored Granti, Masoni, Benji, Chitanda. Melanochromis johanni, of course, you saw a few of those. And you can see the Pufferman. He gets along really well with the cichlids. He doesn't really attack them very often. And he even is mindful of them when he's eating smelt and whatnot. There are smelt in the tank being fed to them right now. Some of them are floating. You'll see them later. You can see the ACI, Libidochromis cerealis. Oh, that's an alley. Some of the other fish in the tank, there's the Metroclima esteri, the Cirrotara mori, dolphins, the Protomelia steveni, Stuart Granti, Similis, and Fenstratus. The Seniochromis elli, and also Fryerized in the tank too. You'll see both types in there. I guess that's most of the fish in there, I think. Orphanx lithobates, of course. There's a few of those in there also. There you can see him. He's very conscious of people and really enjoys being the center of attention, I guess. He eats mackerel, smelt, shrimp. I feed him a wide variety of foods. He does eat the odd cichlid as well. And there's the non-African. Rossio octofasciatus. Of course, it used to be cyclosoma. It's had quite a few names over its life in the scientific community. Rossio is quite new. There's a hybrid there, top right, yellow, blue face, and it's a cross between a Lanacara and a Libidinochromis. I only had a male Libidinochromis in the tank at the time. It was in a 180, and when I got Fry, I just assumed when they're really small they were all going to be Lanacaras, but it turned out I raised them up, and it was a hybrid. It's the only real hybrid possibly in the tank. There's the Dempsey again going to the left. It's a busy tank. There are fish killed on a regular basis, but you can see they're breeding faster than they're getting killed and growing large too. The larger rostratus in there, the male is just under 10 inches long total length. The larger male. There's a slightly smaller one, just over 9 inches. And they're in the picture right there. Actually, they've gone higher now. I'm just showing you some of the smelts at the top. I throw them in frozen, and the reason is that if I throw them in thawed, the cichlids tear them apart before they sink, and Mabu doesn't even have a chance to get at them. He's quite a bit slower than them, and the cichlids just love to eat smelt. It does give them quite a bit extra color. They're fed quite a few different pellets. I use Martin's pellets, trug pellets, and also koi pellets, so they get a variety. And I give them from 2 millimeter right up to 7 millimeter. I do have up to 9 millimeter at times, but I just give these guys up to 7 millimeter. That's sinking and floating, so they get a variety of 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 millimeter pellets. I mix it up and give it to them. They eat primarily Wardley flakes. I buy it in 25-pound boxes, often for my larger tanks, of course, but to feed this tank as well. And I will show you them eating in the future. It won't be today. I've got the smelt in there now, and